No way. Is that a buffalo?
I think so. I didn't know any of those terrible things still existed.
Really? They were bad?
Awful. Got ripped apart over the Pacific. Worst plane of World War II right there.
Surprised they bothered displaying her. Let's go look at something better.
Buffy, hey, I saw what happened. Are you all right?
Zero, I'm just fine.
Buffy, relax. I'm not gonna hurt you. I just was worried. What they said was mean.
Yeah, nothing I'm not used to, though.
Well, you want to talk about it?
You care?
I wouldn't have followed you out here if I didn't.
It's always about the Pacific, and about how your family trashed mine. They don't care to hear about our good points. Or Finland.
You said you did well over there, right?
We all did. For a while anyway. Eventually, they ran out of spare parts to fix us, so they had to start using other families. But they didn't want to. Not that I made it that far.
What do you mean?
I was shot down, Zero.
You were? But how did you?
Make it here. Pure stubbornness, mostly. I flew with a pilot named Lauri Olavi Pekori, and I learned everything I know about aerial warfare from him.
Good pilot?
A great pilot. The man could fly circles around the Soviets like it was nothing. We were a good team, and he was kind to me. He's the one who named me Buffy.
Buffy Buffalo?
He thought it was cute. I was annoyed, but I knew he wasn't being mean. He really did appreciate me. Always made sure I was taken care of by the ground crews. I couldn't have asked for a better pilot during the war.
But you said you were shot down?
Yeah. June 25th, 1942. We got into a huge battle over a Soviet airfield, Sekiehe. We did well at first. Took down 2 hurricanes.
Wait, British hurricanes?
Yeah. By that point, the UK and America were allied with the Soviets, so they had some of their families. They were good, but, well, I'm me.
What happened?
They got the better of us eventually. It was a massive furball, so there was a lot going on. I got plugged with a few rounds and started losing altitude. Told Lauri to bail, but he refused to leave me. Helped me land on a frozen lake nearby. Then I made him leave.
You made him leave?
I was too badly injured. He was going to drag me back to our lines, but there was no way I was letting him risk that. So I pointed my sidearm at him and demanded he leave me behind.
Holy crap, Buffy.
He left, reluctantly, and I stayed there. I couldn't walk, so I just stayed in plane form since it was freezing. When the spring thaw came, I sank. And went to sleep.
Sleep?
That's what I call it. Maybe I died, I don't know. But I stayed under that lake for 56 years until someone finally realized I was there.
56 years? Oh my God.
They smuggled me out of Russia. My first memory after I sank was being lifted by a helicopter. I was pretty confused. I didn't even know what a helicopter was, but I was taken for preservation. And eventually, after my first museum got hit by a hurricane, go figure, I wound up here.
That's an incredible story, Buffy. Whatever happened to your pilot?
That was one of the first things I wanted to know. Found out the legend not only survived the war, but was the first Finn to break the sound barrier. Also, the first Finn to break Mach 2. I never got to see him again, but I was happy to know he went on to do great things.
I can see why you feel like everyone is being unfair to you. What you did was incredibly brave.
You think so?
I know a thing or two about having to watch your pilot abandon you. Mine was physically dragged away because they were evacuating Saipan, but you held yours at gunpoint to make him leave you. You knew doing that was certain death for you, but you did it. And you saved his life. I know people talk bad about you, and it's not fair. Your sisters suffered in the Pacific because of the extra weight from the US naval equipment.
So, you know that too?
I did some research. When you were left to fly as intended, you were a great family, and you proved that. Don't let the voices of the ignorant dull your shine, Sky Pearl.
Ha. Thanks, Zero. I'm surprised you care, but I appreciate it.
Ever think of talking to Val?
The therapist tank? I don't know.
Listen, she's great. Helped me a lot over the years.
I'll think about it. You know those 2 dudes are lucky they weren't filthy commies or else I would have—
Buffy!
Right. Murder is wrong. Whatever. You sound like Dallas.
Been hanging around her a lot lately?